And welcome back to another episode of Luminary Leaders Live. I'm excited today because I have a very special guest, and he is coming to us from Canada, and he's going to kind of share about his business. And he is the CEO and co-founder of Acadium. So you'll meet Mo in just a moment. My name is Shelly Harrison. I'm your host, and I am the CEO and founder of Luminary Leaders. And I want to welcome Mo to Luminary Leaders Live. Hi, Mo.
Hey, Shelly, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. And I love how casual you are there. I mean, how cool is that you get to kind of, just be there and just hang out with us today and share about your amazing company that I learned about a couple of months ago.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, me too. And I would love for you to just start out, Mo, by kind of sharing with our audience about your company and how it came about to kind of be where you're at this stage.
Absolutely. So we help businesses, specifically we focus on small businesses, find marketing talent, no matter what kind of budget they have. If they are cash constrained and they don't have a big budget at all, they can work with a student marketer who will help market their business unpaid as part of their training in an apprenticeship. An
Yeah.
apprenticeship is 3 months for 10 hours a week, and they can bring on one or more apprentice to help them in their business, and they can do this indefinitely. So if they're very cash constrained and they are willing to provide mentorship and they have some basic experience in marketing, they can bring on an apprentice to help them grow their business as part of that apprentice's training. And for
Yeah.
other businesses that, maybe don't want to provide the mentorship, or they want someone with more experience, or they themselves are a complete beginner and need somebody to guide them, they could hire one of our vetted trained marketers. We vet the very top marketers in the world. We either train them or we vet them outside of our marketplace. It's a very stringent requirement. And for businesses that are looking for freelancers, again, regardless of their budget, we'll help them find the ideal match. We actually do a call with them. We learn about their business, and then we go to our pool of talent and we find the very best fit. And until the business is absolutely satisfied with who they're working with as a freelancer, they don't pay anything. And for the apprenticeship marketplace, that one has a small membership fee. It's approximately $100 a month, billed quarterly. They get them access to the platform where they can get one or more apprentices to help them as part of their training. So, I mean, no matter what your budget is, it's with $100 a month or $10,000 a month. If you're looking for marketing talent, we've built a platform that is specialized with connecting businesses with marketers. And it's really cool because we also allow people to launch careers on our platform, right?
That's what I love about your platform. Yeah.
And that's how we started. Yeah.
Wow. And you are out of Canada. So I want our listeners and those folks that are watching to know we're here today with Mo Abbas, and he is the CEO and co-founder of Acadium. And I'm excited because I looked at the website, and this is going back a few months, and just the delivery of freelancers and the people that like in the mentorship program. I think a lot of people probably want to know, what does that look like, Mo, when a business when they've signed up and they're working with, some of the people that that you have in your stable. What does that look like though, when they're mentoring these marketers?
Absolutely. So, I mean, the freelancer is pretty straightforward. We just connect them with the talent. But when it comes to apprentices, a business will sign up, they'll create a profile, and then it's an open marketplace. So they can search for the specific kind of apprentice that they're looking for, whether it's in social media, content marketing, email marketing, paid ads, whatever kind of marketing they're looking for, they can filter for that kind of apprentice who's interested in learning that. And then they get matched with hundreds, perhaps thousands of candidates that, are looking to get that kind of work experience. They create a chat, they have a conversation with them. If it's a good fit, They jump on the phone, they vet them,
Yeah.
and then they can start an apprenticeship. We have one-click labor contracts in our platform. The
Mhm.
apprenticeship itself is 10 hours a week for 3 months. At the end of
Yeah.
that, the business can certify their apprentice through our platform. It's all done through Acadium.
Oh.
And they get an advisor who they can reach out to throughout the apprenticeship as well. And really, what we're looking for in that aspect of the business are business owners that like to mentor and
Mhm.
have some level of experience in marketing, right? Because they are bringing on an
Yeah.
apprentice. They have to provide mentorship to their apprentice. They have to be able to guide them in a way. And it is
Mhm.
unpaid, right? The apprentices are not getting paid for this work. So a business is
Yeah.
getting 10 hours a week and they're not paying. In exchange, they're
Yeah,
providing this
that's
mentorship and guidance, right? So it's a
uh-huh.
fair exchange of value. We like to make sure that all the businesses are here for the right reasons. And we like to make sure that our candidates are all looking for work experience in marketing. We
Mhm.
connect the two. And then sometimes you find these amazing rock stars that are absolute gems, and 50% of apprenticeships actually lead to hiring relationships. So it's a great way to vet talent. If you're looking for entry level talent,
Yeah.
fantastic way to do that. It's a great way of getting help in your social media, in your content marketing, in your email marketing, whatever it may be. And if you
Yeah.
don't want to provide mentorship and you're like, you know what, I don't know anything, I don't want to, search, I don't do any work, no problem. There's paid freelancers. They start at $800 a month,
Yeah.
and we can connect you with one of them as well.
Gosh, and that's so affordable when you think about, especially small businesses where they would have 10 hours a week. And the mentorship, where let's say if a company signs up and they're maybe a small business, maybe they're at 1 million in sales every year revenue. What does that look like as far as the mentorship? I mean, as far as the time that, let's say on a weekly basis, the
Yeah.
freelancer is giving the 10 hours, and then how much of that time is mentorship?
Yeah, so when you're working with an apprentice, it's like a new recruit on your team that's entry level. So the first couple of weeks, it's an hour or two. And then from there, once you get a rhythm and you get to know each other, you probably do like an hour call or two 30-minute calls. And then you continue communicating through chat, whether it's, WhatsApp or Slack or whatever messengers you use.
Oh,
The
yeah.
mentorship is
Mhm.
like an hour to 2 hours a week. In
Yeah.
exchange, you get about 10 hours of help. But a
That's
lot of that
awesome.
is just giving specific guidance on the task. And to be quite
Yeah.
frank, I have paid employees that I'm paying a lot of money for, that
Yeah.
I'm giving the exact same, even more feedback on
Yeah.
their work than I have for my apprentices in the past. So it's just a
Yeah.
normal part of what any business owner would do. It also
Yeah.
helps the business owners become better managers, I found as well.
Mm.
So it teaches them
Especially
how to work with employees.
Right, especially if they're giving that mentorship. And I think it's a good combination too, because when you look at that 10 hours and a business that, again, that $1 million business, I mean, that's going to help them tremendously because if they have, specific tasks that need to be done and it's marketing, that's one of the areas that a lot of companies they have, problems with in terms of they can't get to their marketing or they're not doing enough marketing. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, so the problem that we found with business owners is marketing is important, but not necessarily time sensitive, and they wear
Mhm.
multiple hats. And if you want to hire
Yeah.
a good marketer, you're looking at about $90 an hour is what they cost per
Mhm.
hour, just to give you an idea.
Yeah.
So in Acadium, you'll get 40 hours equivalent to the 1 hour of an expert, right? So you
Mhm.
know, a lot of the time, marketing, you don't need the expert, you need an extra hand, and
Yeah.
you're super busy. And this is a great way for businesses who wear multiple hats, who don't necessarily have a lot of money to spend. Like, if you're doing a million, great, but a lot of businesses aren't making $1 million a year,
Yeah, it could be 500 or,
or even
200,000 at
less.
that,
Yeah,
or
exactly. Right.
solopreneurs. Yeah,
Yeah.
solopreneur. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, exactly. A lot of solopreneurs get apprentices. At 1 million, you might want to get a freelancer and just get somebody to do
yeah,
the
that
work
makes
for you,
sense.
at that
Mhm.
point. But usually it's just small businesses where, the cash is super tight. They're wearing a lot of hats. They could use an extra hand in the
Yeah,
marketing. This apprentice could help them, and they are growing. And it gives them a vetted talent pool they could hire from, right? So it's like, hey, you're
yeah,
going to help me. I'll give you mentorship. It's like, I pay this super low cost fee, up to me to find an apprentice, mind you, but it's super low
right.
cost. And if you're really good, hey, I'm going to hire you and you can continue doing this marketing and getting me results for this work. So
Yeah.
that's typically what we found with the small businesses. And these are often
Mhm.
like coaches, consultants, e-commerce companies, digital marketing agencies.
Yeah.
We have a lot of agencies using us as a funnel for talent. And a lot
Mm.
of life coaches are, they're actually fantastic mentors and they love mentoring. And here they actually get something in exchange for that mentorship, right? So they get to mentor a
Exactly.
student and they get
Yeah.
help back, you know?
Exactly. And, for people that might say, well, gosh, am I paying for mentoring someone? No, they're getting 10 hours a week of, I mean, absolute support, like you said, they're going to take care of those tasks that are, marketing driven. And I mean, when you look at, and I had them confused. I know you have apprentices and then you have the freelancers. So on the apprentice side, as far as the tasks that they typically would do, I know you've named a few of them. Are there other areas that that they cover for the within that 10 hours?
It's whatever you want related to digital marketing that you know how to give feedback in. So if you want them to help you create social media posts or manage your social media or reach out on social media, they can help with that. If you want them to do email marketing sequences, review
Hmm.
the copy, create the content for that, maybe set up the
Yeah.
MailChimp or the accounts for that, they can help with that. If you want them to create content, blogs, articles, do keyword research and also do the article writing for that keyword research, come up with a basic marketing strategy, perhaps. I've
Yeah.
had businesses who are doing book launches, a lot of
Oh, yeah.
podcasters. Yeah, there's so many use cases. And it's really just about getting this extra hand related to digital marketing.
Yes, and it's such a great business model, and I know that as far as the people that are on your platform, they're all over the world, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, most
Yeah.
of them are North America, and we do only
Mhm.
target English-speaking countries. So, but you will find apprentices Canada, UA, US, UK, Australia. There are some, in other parts of the world, overseas as well.
Yeah.
We are a global company. It's all remote. You don't have to buy them a laptop. You don't have to get them internet. You don't have to supply them office space.
Mhm.
So it's really just a very efficient way of getting that extra help as a small business owner.
Yeah, that's and that I mean, that business model, again, it's so robust the way that you've developed it, you and your team have developed it. How long has Acadium been around?
We've been around almost 4 years now,
4
and
years.
yeah,
Gosh.
and we're
Yeah.
the number one platform in the world to train marketers. Like, we've trained more marketers than anywhere else in the world by
Mhm.
far. And we've actually focused on the training for 4 years. And only recently have we started connecting the people we've trained and other freelancers that come to our platform with businesses for more experienced work. So we were really focused on the
Yeah.
apprenticeships for a while. And then
Mhm.
now we've expanded our offering. And just recently, not too long ago, started offering vetted freelancers because we just
Yeah.
noticed that there was a big demand. And there's just a lot of businesses that aren't a great fit for an apprenticeship. Like, they don't want to provide the mentorship, or they have
Yeah.
a bigger budget and they just need somebody to do the work with more experience. And that's
Mhm.
all well and dandy. We have all the supply for that. We have one of the largest suppliers in the world of marketers. So
Yeah.
we said, we should be connecting these businesses and giving them the solutions they need, even if it's not an apprentice.
Yes. And as the CEO of the company, what do you enjoy most about working, with Acadium? I mean, what would you say?
I think the most exciting thing for me is just seeing everyone's growth.
Mm.
You have somebody like Kaylee. Kaylee was a sound technician, and COVID hit, and she was
Mm.
out of a job at that point. And she could have
Yeah.
waited around, until COVID ended, got some unemployment benefits, and just kind of dabbled around, and then went back to being a sound technician. But she had bigger dreams
Mhm.
than that. She'd always imagined herself as a writer. She loved content writing. She'd write in her spare
Yeah.
time. So she started writing and learning how to write as a content writer.
Mhm.
And Kaylee eventually took a bunch of courses online, and she built some confidence up to the point where she said, this is maybe a career path that I want. She discovered Acadium, comes to Acadium, starts an apprenticeship with a digital marketing agency out of California. That
Yeah.
marketing agency hired her at the end of her apprenticeship.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, and you're talking like
Great
within
story.
under six
Yeah.
months, right?
My
So she
gosh.
came to Acadium, and she had to make a decision whether to spend tens of thousands of dollars and many years going back to school, or
Yeah.
try this new platform where she can get work experience and launch a career. And she did the
Yeah.
Acadium, and it's been life changing. Fast forward another 6 months, she's now head of the entire Canadian operations of this
Oh my
digital
gosh.
marketing agency, and she's
Yeah.
making twice the salary she was as a sound technician, all in under a year. Like, where are you going to
Oh,
get that?
yeah, it's yeah, that's why this model works. And I just love what you've created, you and your team. And as far as, that story, I mean, that's an awesome story. And I know you probably have others too, Mo. But how do people get a hold of, or where would they go to get started, I guess is a good
Yeah, I mean,
way of putting it.
honestly, it's totally free to sign up. We have
Hmm.
consultants that can walk them through the platform. Again, free, see if it's a fit. We look for win-wins. If it's not a fit, great, not a big deal. And
Yeah.
it's totally free to check it out. And the website is Acadium, Acadium, as in
Hmm.
Marco.com. And you can find me on Instagram at Real Mo Abbas.
All right. Well, and we have it scrolling at the bottom. And again, I hope that a lot of businesses out there that really need that additional support. You heard it from Mo. They've got a platform that is very robust and can give you instant support. And if you like to mentor, there, absolutely, that's something that you can build up your skills to even help. Where you've got that management piece, now you can hire additional people if needed, if you're a small business. But again, thank you so much, Mo, for being here
Thank
and
you.
sharing. Yeah, and sharing the Acadium story. I love your business model. I am going to be signing up because we're ready. I want to be able to mentor and have maybe a couple of different people that we're working with on the platform. So again, thank you, Mo. Thank you to our audience for being here with us today. And hopefully you'll catch the replay if you didn't catch us live today. And just go to luminaryleaders.com and visit us, and we will catch you later. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks, Mo.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Cheers. Bye.